Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the DraftSeal, part number DS7520-270G. This is a fin pile only, and what makes this happens to be a 7-foot length. The client wanted 7 feet of the material, and it's listed in the site in lots of different lengths. 2 foot to 8 foot, nothing special about those listed sizes. Obviously, people need 7-foot pieces or 8-foot pieces. It's just going to be rolled like this. You can order any length you want because it's sold per foot. If you needed, 80 feet, okay, well, why don't you just order 16 of the 60-inch pieces and indicate in the comment field, ship this as an 80-foot continuous roll. That sort of concept. Is how that would be done. Now, what's important about the DS7520-270G is that it has a .270 wide backer, .270. My caliper's telling me .267. Okay. Then it's 3/16 pile height, and that's measured from the top of the rigid backer. Obviously, this is going to be just an approximation. But I'd say, yeah, I'm coming up with .201, so .1875 is, of course, 3/16. The thickness of that backer is .035, .035 thick. This features a fin. Fins in pile weather stripping certainly can very typically be considered superior in the sense that the fin helps everything stand proud. The pile helps to prevent it from fatiguing prematurely. Okay, the fin also gives you a really substantially more important seal on the door. I am told by people who manufacture weather stripping that there's some data out there that states insects don't like pile at all, and I think that might be a good reason why it's used. Making it effective. If I was the size of the head of a pin, I probably wouldn't like climbing on that either, is the bottom line. Okay, now this can be used in, well, any application you can come up with. I sell this to people that have aluminum doors. I don't know what size I need. I don't know who makes the door, but I know I need a pile. Okay, well, what's most important? The width of the backer, the projection of the pile. What is that? Then we start from there. But this material from DraftSeal is intended to be slid into their DS369A T-slot extrusion. It's just a T-slot that this pile then slides into, and that extrusion is generally mortised into the vertical edge of a single door, a pair of doors, is generally where you see it. I've sold this to people who built custom windows and they wanted to trim all 4 sides. You've got in a entertainment district, you've got restaurants on the main drag or on Main Street, so to speak, and those windows open up in the summertime. Well, they do still need to close them up in the wintertime and seal that so they can take that 369A extrusion, slide this stuff into it, and get all of that installed in a mortised fashion, and it works perfectly. You could also doctor or hack the installation by taking that extrusion, mortising it into your door, but mortising it in deeper, purchasing some low compression springs that you can put behind the extrusion, then long number 6, like maybe by 1.5 inch long sheet metal screws, so that the more you tighten it down, the further you're going to draw that extrusion, and thereby the pile. The more you loosen it up, the more you're going to increase that projection. And what's handy about that is you're walking in the front doors of the church, and those pairs of doors, when they were installed, they were plumb. Well, a year later, they're now like this. You can try to mitigate that as best as possible, but it's more helpful, in addition to mitigating the poor margin problem, to be able to tailor the projection of your pile along the side of it. People use these as door sweeps as well. I have people who want to help seal a double hung window, and they're going to put 2-sided tape on the back of it to get it put down. Great. Apartments in New York City, the door is really crooked. Whatever city, it doesn't really matter. I say New York because many doors are simply older because of the age of that city compared to others. And you'll routinely see material that's in excess of 100 years old there as well, as you walk up and down the avenues looking at, you know, these old graystone, brownstone buildings. The point of the matter is only your imagination really limits how you're going to apply this item. There is a link below this video to a document called Product Catalog where you can review not only the 369 extrusion, but in the lower third, you'll be able to find all of the pile as it stands on its own. And you're certainly going to see the 7520, 270 backer width. The G stands for gray. All of those 3/16 all the way through to 1/2 inch and 1/16 of an inch increments are going to work in that extrusion. They're 0.270. That's a very common backer. You might have a sliding patio door in your winter home in a southern part of the United States. You want to replace that pile. This stuff could work for that. So there you go. The extended description, we've covered everything that's there. A polypropylene pile with a fin and backing. It's the insert only. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Sealese products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. But of their full product catalogs, you are dealing with their residential and their commercial products. If you are looking for a residential threshold that would be a combination of wood or aluminum and aluminum, like wood and aluminum, maybe adjustable or fixed top, or aluminum with an aluminum 5-degree slope, and you can't find that profile from anyone. Nobody has anything even close. Look at their both of their catalogs, their residential catalog. It's very likely that DraftSeal is the manufacturer of that, as they have that type of threshold that no one else I've ever seen has. Any questions on the DS7520-270G, pile with a fin, or any other DraftSeal product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.